Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Shamimi binti Muhammad Shabri with metric number 2311154. Today I will talk about disease of the heart, Imam Al-Ghazali approach to mental health and spiritual health. In this presentation, I will explain who Imam Ghazali was, how he understood mental health, the causes of spiritual and mental problems, and what solution he recommended for inner peace and emotional balance. The goal of my presentation is to help you understand how Islamic teachings according to Al-Ghazali can help a person maintain a healthy mind and heart. In this introduction part, I will explain how Al-Ghazali, a famous Islamic scholar, understood mental wellness and how the heart, self, intellect, and spirit all play a role in keeping a person balanced and peaceful. According to Al-Ghazali, it's not just about emotion or the mind, it is also about spiritual well-being, which is a person achieve mental wellness when the heart, or we call as qalb, is pure, the self or nas is disciplined, the intellect or akal make wise decision, and the spirit or ruh is connected to Allah. We can simplify that mental health come from balance inside ourselves, not just the outside world. I will show how neglecting any of this part can lead to inner struggles and how following Al-Ghazali's guidance can help a person achieve inner peace and emotional stability. Okay, for the next part, I will explain who is Imam Al-Ghazali. Imam Al-Ghazali was born in 1058 in a city called Tus in Iran. He is considered one of the most Islamic scholars in history. He studied many subjects which is Islamic law, philosophy, ethics, and theology, and he was a very intelligent and hardworking person. He studied under another famous scholar called as Imam Al-Juwayni, which gave him a strong foundation in knowledge. Later, he became a teacher at Nizamiyah College in Baghdad, which was one of the most famous universities of that time. However, even though he was successful and respected, Al-Ghazali felt that knowledge alone could not bring true happiness and peace, so he left teaching for a while and focused on his own spiritual growth through prayer, reflection, and self-study. During this time, he also wrote his most famous book called as Ihya Ulum al-Din, which teach people how to purify their hearts, strengthen their character, and live a balanced life. And then he returned later to public life and shared his teachings, which continue to help people today understand how to balance spirituality, ethics, and mental health. For the next part, I will explain key concept of qalb, nafs, akal, ruh according to Al-Ghazali perspective. In his perspective, the heart, called as qalb, is the center of our consciousness and moral decision. If the heart is pure, we can see the truth clearly, make good choices, and feel peace inside. The second one is the nafs or self, include our desires, emotion, and impulses. If we do not control it, it can lead us to bad habits and stress. A controlled nafs help us live a disciplined and peaceful life. And the third one is the akal or intellect, is our reasoning ability. It helps us understand the world and make decision. But if the heart or self is not balanced, then the intellect may guide us incorrectly. And finally, the ruh or spirit, it connects us to Allah. A strong spirit gives meaning, hope, and the ability to face difficulties. A weak spirit can cause a person to feel lost or empty. So when all four work together in balance, a person can achieve mental stability, inner peace, and strong spiritual connection. Next part is diseases of the heart and causes of mental disturbance according to Al-Ghazali perspective. Al-Ghazali explained that the human heart can get sick when spiritual diseases like pride, envy, greed, anger, and carelessness. When the heart is corrupted and person cannot think clearly or make any good decision. He also described some of causes of mental problem, which is the first one, a weak heart that is disconnected from God can lead to confusion, sadness, or anxiety. The second one is uncontrolled desire of the self can lead to impulsive action and dissatisfaction. The third one is the intellect. If misused or guided by corrupted heart can lead to wrong decision. And the last one is neglecting prayer, zikir, and other spiritual duties weakens the heart and increases stress. So all these factors together can cause mental and emotional problems such as overthinking, poor decision making, and emotional stability. But Al-Ghazali taught that to have a healthy mind, we must recognize and address these spiritual issues. For this part, Al-Ghazali also give clear solution for mental and spiritual problem, and the most important is the purification of the soul or tazkiyah al-nafs. This means controlling desires, removing bad habits, and reflecting on oneself regularly. Self reflection or muhasabah helps us identify negative traits like greed or anger before they grow into a serious problem. He also emphasized spiritual practices such as zikir, which is the remembrance of Allah, prayer, and dua also. This practice help calm the heart, reduce stress, and make a person more patient and humble. Al-Ghazali also encouraged trust in Allah, which called as tawakkal. This means rely on Allah while making our own efforts to improve ourselves. By following this step, a person can restore inner peace, achieve emotional stability, and develop good character. So the last part, in conclusion, Imam Al-Ghazali teach that mental health is not just about the mind, but about balancing the heart, self, intellect, and spirit. Ignoring spirituality can lead to stress, confusion, and emotional problems. So, by practicing self reflection, controlling desires, praying, remembering Allah, and purifying the souls, a person can improve mental and spiritual well being. So, Al Ghazali teachings show that combining spirituality and ethical behavior is the key to inner peace, calmness, and a balanced life. Thank you for listening, and I hope this presentation helps you understand how Al Ghazali approach to mental health is still relevant today until today.